It's a weeknight.
Oh,
Hello and welcome.
yes. Subscribe.
Subscribe and thank you. Apparently we need to say thank you.
Thank you as well.
Thank you. We've made 1,000 subscribers. So thanks to everyone that subscribed. So they wanted to subscribe. Any case, yeah, thanks and subscribe some more.
Subscribe some
And
more.
watch the previous video. It's funny, the Marnie challenge.
You
Can I say
You just want
that?
to show off because you slotted it.
Dude,
that goal
I've watched
first
it
time.
many times. Okay, any case.
I don't think you get like revenue from watching it yourself over and over.
No, I don't. I watch it because I just enjoy watching myself kick a ball through the posts. Right, so we're just going to do a bit of World Cup news. World Cup news
Yeah.
video. And there was a lot happening this week.
Yeah, I think the big one is obviously Romain Intermac
Romain Intermac got
getting
injured.
was
Scotland,
a bit
France.
like innocuous. It didn't look that serious when it happened. Sort of thought it was a bit of like a precautionary thing when he went off.
Yeah.
And
So it's an ACL.
mm,
So that's obviously, that can take up to a year if you're not careful.
immediately I'm like in like World Cup conspiracy mode. I'm like, yeah, maybe they're gonna actually bring him in. They're gonna be like, miracle recovery
Okay.
in time for the first game against the All Blacks. But that does look.
They do have a lot of depth.
They do have a lot of depth and they have a great team.
Yeah.
But he was instrumental in throughout the last like 18 months
Yes.
of like France's
Yeah.
good run, and especially in that game against the All Blacks in
Yeah.
November 2021.
Yeah.
So I think that's a huge loss for them, especially considering that the All Blacks are in their pool.
Yes, yes.
If you want to beat the All Blacks in a World Cup game, you have to have your best team
Yeah.
possible.
Luckily, they still have their goal kicker, which is a big plus. Ramos kicks
Ramos.
everything over.
Yeah.
And I think Jalabert played in the game where they played like almost a C-string side.
Yeah, against Scotland.
No, the previous game
Yeah.
with the youngsters.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was also against
it was also against Scotland.
Scotland. Yeah. So we'll have to see. They've got lots of depth, but yeah, it will always be a blow. And it's not only a blow because of the player; it's a mental blow as well, because now you have to be careful not to become despondent and lose a bit of faith if you lose your talisman, you fly off. We know
Yeah.
all about that.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do know all about that, but just more on France and Scotland game. What does worry me is how good Scotland looks after that game.
Yeah. Look, for them, I mean, without them actually getting the result, that's like a win.
Yeah.
For them form-wise, because that's a game that they could have
Yeah,
won
I mean
against.
they could have won it.
Yeah,
So
against.
I think they played well enough to win it.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was one kick. Yes, and a penalty. I watched the penalty. I suppose it was fair. The Scottish player
The scrum,
went
you
down
mean?
first at the scrum.
Yeah.
But it was like on the hit. There was nothing. No one started pushing or anything. It was straight off the hit. He went down. It was like a slip.
it's almost like if they hadn't given the penalty, it would have
Yeah.
been like no one was going to be like penalty.
fair.
Yeah. So
But very good first half by France and a very good
Very
second
good
half
second
by
half.
Scotland.
yeah, they score tries like their tries are. The problem with
Yes.
Scotland is like when you look at France, it's like it's a lot of like counter attack and that takes a lot of talent.
Yeah.
But what worries me is how well worked the Scottish tries
Yeah.
have been over the last 2 weeks.
They've got a lot of weapons, attacking weapons.
yeah.
And they're solid all over the park. Like I previously said, maybe one of their weakness, longevity-wise, through the World Cup would be depth, but that counts for nothing in the first game against the Springboks, which is what we're worried about. But we've got still quite a bit to talk about.
Yeah.
So then England-Wales. While we're on the matches,
You said it was two bad teams playing each other.
did I say that? Would I say something like that?
You didn't say it on the last video, but you said it to me. I'm going to say it now.
I deny that. I did not say that.
But yeah,
Two slightly weaker teams.
Yeah.
We'll see this weekend.
we'll see this
I'll
weekend.
So it's a bad team.
Wales always plays well against us.
Yes, they do.
So
But England did well to win with the moments with 12 guys on the field.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think we need to carry on too much about that. They did.
Other than the only
Other
thing
than
to talk about is actually the Owen Farrell thing, isn't it?
yes.
So
Owen
we
Farrell-
found out today Owen Farrell has been cleared completely. Apparently it wasn't a red card. Apparently you're allowed to shoulder people in the face.
Yes. Yeah. So there are quite a few things to talk about considering that, and we're going to try and be as objective as we can.
Yeah. Let's talk about the
With
process.
this.
So you've got this situation where a guy gets a yellow card on the field. Then there are
Yes.
10 minutes.
And they go like that.
Yeah, there's 10 minutes then for the the match official to consider
Yes.
whether it should be upgraded to a red card.
Yes. And
So
they
during
decided-
those 10 minutes, this person who's supposed to be a professionally trained
Yes.
rugby referee,
In conjunction, together with the laws that are made by World Rugby.
yes,
Yeah.
he then makes this decision,
Yeah.
and then shortly thereafter, on the Tuesday,
2 days later, 3
a
days
panel
later.
of Australians says no, that he's wrong.
It's not even a red.
It's not even a red.
Yeah. And it looked like contact to the face. To us, it looked like contact to the head
Yes.
with the shoulder.
Like
Since when is that?
I'm happy for Owen Farrell to play. I don't see him as a threat at all. So I'm happy for him to play.
Yeah.
It's just how many people is he going to shoulder in the
Yeah.
no arms tackle before there's some sort of sanction?
Yeah, and it's exactly like what we said with the whole Grant Williams thing. Are these people even part of the same organization, the World Referees and World Rugby, and the people who decide the sightings and stuff?
Yeah, that was
do they live on different planets?
that was the opposite thing.
planets
The
and
referee
stuff?
is like, no, I
Yeah.
don't see any issue, and then a
Yeah.
panel later is like, no.
No, that was red.
That was
so
red.
we've seen.
So there's no certainty. Actually,
Yeah.
that's the issue. There's no certainty.
Do these people communicate with each other?
And the thing is, it's actually the only real issue with it is that you won't be assured of consistency.
yeah,
That's what we want, consistency.
yeah, just consistency. Just
so that
and tell us as the public what's going on.
if someone
And
else makes the same tackle that Owen
Yeah.
Farrell made, will they get a red card
Yeah.
or not? That's what I want to know.
Well, don't be proud. If it needs to be, adjust the laws. Write new wording into laws to make it clear.
Yeah. Well, I
Because
think
I've
it is
got
pretty
the-
clear
I've got the law app and I read it and
for some bedtime
and they
reading.
overturn stuff. Yeah.
When someone's sitting next to you, do you randomly laugh? And you're like, yeah, good
When
law.
I read the laws.
Good law.
Yeah.
Good law, that one.
I read it because I referee a bit myself.
And then you cry a little bit sometimes.
Yeah. Okay, in any case.
Is there like a
So-
big twist ending?
So red for you, red card?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
mean-
so too. It's very, I don't know if it's good or bad or what the outcome's going to be, but you look at Eddie Jones. We love Eddie Jones.
Eddie Jones.
Starts the season.
We're not going to the World Cup to eat croissants, mate.
So Hooper was the captain.
Hooper was the captain.
Let's summarize the whole thing. Hooper was the captain. Then he took over. James Slipper became the captain. Then he dropped James Slipper out of the team. Then he made McDermott the captain. Then he picked a World Cup squad without Quade Cooper, who was in the mix in every warm-up game.
And played reasonably well.
Drops McDermott as the captain and makes Will Skelton the captain. And
I like Will Skelton. I will say
Yeah.
that, but like you pick him right before the World Cup. It's like,
yeah, and
it's like dropping Gary Teichmann before the '99 World Cup.
yeah, and leave Hooper and Quade out. If I'm in the Australian World Cup squad, I'm thinking to myself, what is this guy doing?
Yes. Like, wouldn't you think that he would go to Hooper and tell him, listen, I don't want to take you to the World Cup.
Yeah,
Do you want to resign?
yeah.
And I mean, Hooper
Give him
last
a huge
year,
send-off or
yeah,
something.
Hooper last year had like a mental health issue or something
Yeah,
like that. He didn't
yeah.
want to play for a few games.
Yeah.
Let him do that. Now the poor
Yeah.
guy, you're just like, hey,
just gets
you're
left
fired.
out, and
Yeah.
Cooper as well. I mean,
and the thing is, for what?
yeah.
Is it going to make the team better? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Why give Cooper so much game time just before the World Cup? It's
Yeah.
weird.
What about the guy with the mullet,
Yeah, Carter
Carter?
Gordon.
Yeah.
But who's the backup? Who's the backup five? I don't even know. I don't know half those guys.
2 years ago, they were super onto that Noah guy. What's his name?
Oh,
Noah.
Lolesio Noah or something.
Yeah.
They left Len Ikitau out.
That's like their best player.
He's never played a bad game against the Springboks. He's brilliant.
Oh,
I don't know.
he's outside centre.
Yes, he's amazing.
No.
Okay, any case, next. Pollard. Okay, so I'm not going to carry on about it. We picked 4 scrum offs. I'm just going to give my opinion and then people can comment if they want. So I think if a guy is like this close to recovery from an injury and your country has a little bit of a fly-half crisis as far as depth is concerned, I would pick 3 scrum offs and a semi-injured Pollard and take him with. If he doesn't recover fully, you still have 3 scrum offs and a guy who can mentor, who can help with kicks and everything. Now we sit with 4 scrum halves that we're not going to use, or 4.
I mean, like, the only thing I can think is that Grant Williams is going to be like
winger backup.
Yeah. So it's more like utility, like from a utility sort of perspective.
So this is the first time in a while that I thought, okay, there's a very scientific approach. The guy wasn't quite there yet, this and that, whatever. Yeah, give all your reasons. Common sense, as a Springbok fan, tells me, put the guy in. If there's a chance that he can make it to even the 3rd or 4th game, we need him there. Just not that we don't trust Manie Libbok, just that we have a serious fly-half problem in this country at the moment. We've got a lot of depth in most positions, but not in fly-half.
You know,
I'm available.
yeah, you're available.
I'm available. What can I say?
Maybe you just didn't see the email.
Yeah, maybe they just
they
like
emailed you and you haven't been checking.
I've been
your
checking
emails.
my mails.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like a 087 number and I didn't answer.
Yeah, you thought it was spam.
I should just answer all my calls.
Yeah, like 087 Springboks or whatever.
Okay, so we're done with Pollard now.
Yeah, done with Pollard.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.